Welcome everybody to day 3 of our epic Gari adventure, or Fraser Island adventure, whichever you like to call it. And yeah, today we're off to the other side of the islands.
Puppy, Nanny Rose is going to go and drive through Nolan's. That's how you do Nolan's. Doing it for the nanas. Wow, wow, wow.
After an early morning dip in Eli Creek, we're going to head off to the other side of the island. So we've come to Worley Road, which goes past Lake Allom and right over to the western beaches there, where we're heading for camp tonight. A little bit of an inland track. It's not used as much as the eastern beach or some of the other tracks, so it's actually quite fun. Now this drive in at Worley Creek has a dump point, so you can bring your toilet here and dump it in the dump that's just there. And it's got flowing water there, so you can wash your hands and do all that sort of thing afterwards. So no excuses for crapping in the bush. You can actually bring your own toilet and do it in there, and there's actually plenty of other public toilets around the place too. So yeah, no more crapping in the bush, guys. It's just filthy. As we're driving through all this area, we find evidence of those big bushfires that came through Fraser Island, but it's all regenerating quite well, as the Australian bush does tend to do. You see heaps of little young trees, small trees, little trees, ferns, grasses, all sorts of things growing now, and it's looking quite lush compared to what it was last time we came up. It's pretty slow going. It's sort of first and second gear. High range is all you need, don't need low range. And there's one or two little water crossings we've got to go through, but that's about it. So just poke along at a nice steady pace. Cars do come the other way from time to time. Put your headlights on is not a bad idea as well. You can see the headlights a lot quicker than you'll see the grill of a car in amongst all the dark and light shadows like are on the road there. Parts of the track are full of these little wombat holes where the car's rocking from side to side. And that's from people trying to drive the track in two-wheel drive. Yeah, you can, but it does actually chew up the track. So just leave it in four-wheel drive. That's what you've got a four-wheel drive for, and it keeps the tracks nice and smooth. Otherwise, yeah, you end up getting chucked all over the place. So we're a few kilometres along the track. It's still a sandy track. The whole island is made from sand, apart from a couple of rocky bits like at Indian Head, which is where the sand sort of built up around it in the first place. But the whole island is just soft sand. Deeper down is that coffee rock. But yeah, the whole top section is just old sand dunes. Over the many years, of course, the driving, we've just dug down into the ground a little bit to make these little chasms, I suppose you'd call them. If you meet a car coming along this part, one of you has got to go backwards, and typically the car that's heading uphill will be the one that will go downhill, because it's harder to reverse up a hill than it is to drive down it, so you can reverse down a hill a lot easier. person driving up the hill gives way to the person coming down the hill. That's the general rule of thumb.
Unless you've got a 20-year-old coming the other way.
Sorry to all the 20-year-olds that are watching this.
Old farts are allowed to make jokes.
Bloody P-platers, I don't know. Yeah, we're all P-platers once. Occasionally you meet a car coming the other way. Hopefully they'll stop, or you'll stop, one of the two.
Thank you.
And we've just turned onto the Lake Allom track. It's only a kilometre in, but it's a nice little spot to have a picnic or something. Lake Allom. Just pull up here somewhere and we'll
Make a cup of tea.
yeah, make a cup of tea.
We old farts and make a cup of tea, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Specialise in that.
We're at the Lake Allom walking track. We're just going to go for a little bit of a walk down here and see what's down here. There is a circuit you can do. It's around about 40 minutes. We're not going to do the circuit. We're just going to walk straight down to the lake. Just a nice easy walk, even for old fellas with sore knees. You don't feed the fish or the turtles. Let them eat what they normally eat. So there's this cool little viewing platform, but the turtles do actually come up here. I suppose they're looking for a food, but yeah. So this is a table lake, which means it sits at the water table. There's the turtles down here, look at them all. Hey guys, how you doing? Table lake just sits at the bottom of a water table, and it just sits in the little valley here. There's a creek, probably flows into it, and it flows out through the sand again. But here's evidence of the old logging. So this is where a tree's been cut down at some stage. And the mosses are just digesting it and turning it back into compost, which will make the trees grow, just like these ones. So even right out in the middle of the island, there's toilet facilities. And if you ever thought, oh, it'd be nice to have a job as a park ranger, I think they spend 90% of their time just looking after toilets around the place, making sure they're clean, there's toilet paper in them, and they're actually working properly. Look at these fungus, aren't they unbelievable? Road again. Get onto the western beach.
Yeah, you can do this side.
You got a green light, did we?
We did, we did. Oh, well, actually, it was a green arrow, but don't tell anyone.
Okay. Yeah, parts of this road are like 2-lane highways, aren't they?
Yeah, a bit like that. But you never find a car on a 2-lane section.
No, you always meet them on the single-lane bits.
It's just like, it's designed like that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You go driving through giant tall trees, and then all of a sudden you're just driving through this real short scrub.
Yeah, this is just all Banksias and little coastal heath stuff.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of Banksias. But there's not a single big tree in sight. Yet 5 minutes ago, we were in a forest.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. So where does this one go
Road Point. We're not going to Moon Point, we're going to Morley, so it's up this hill. Some big intersections.
Bit of a downhill coming up.
Okay. Coming down.
Oh yeah, and I thought going down one too. Windy Creek we're heading for. First view of Harvey Bay.
Wombat Holy. Should be fun coming back up again. Coming down bits like that, we're just going to let the car do its thing. So it's just in first gear. No brakes, no accelerator, just let it glide down the hill. It'll walk down. Videos are like that, you know. You get on the hill and it's bloody steep as and scary, and you see it on video and you think, oh, what's all the fuss about? But then you look at the angle of the trees and you find the trees, you know, compared to the ground are like that.
Yeah. Oh, there's the track right down the bottom there. Is that our track? No.
Yeah.
That's the beach.
Here we go.
Don't know how the beach is on. We finally reached the inland side of the island. Oh, blue water, white sand.
Western Beach frequently has soft sand and buried weed.
The vehicle may become easily bogged.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll try that. So we're going to cross the creek.
Yep.
Oh, let me do this.
There you go.
Do you want to go across?
Yeah, go across.
Just leave the shoes on. So.
Just watching Ray check the depth for us. Barely knee deep.
Here comes Cole. Giving the car a wash. Flowing a bit. Do you want to go walk it?
Yeah, go and walk it, yeah. Ray's just going to walk it just to check the depth again. I don't think it'll be as deep as before, but...
You never know.
So yeah, it's just ankle deep. And that should be fine. Ray's just going to get a photo of us. Yeah, here we go. First gear, just let it roll through. We're going to head down the beach a little bit to that point, sort of almost in the distance there. We'll find a camp spot down there for the night. The colour of the water. Let's get a little bit of coffee rock. You can see the brown here, which is just discoloration from these rocks. Across a couple of pandanus trees. Always nice to see.
Colour in that sand from white to yellow. Want to walk it? No, it's alright. Don't you tell me. Here's the campsite we've chosen for tonight. It's Wednesday night. We're in the trees. We have a creek behind us. It looks very pretty. We've got a bit of shade to sit around and drink a beer in. And over this side, it's literally 50 metres to the bluest blue water you'll ever see. We just walk out here. And as far as the eye can see, there's Harvey Bay way off in the distance over there. And there's two guys fishing, 500 metres away. Other than that, there's not another person in sight.
So we're set up in our camp at Wurreley Creek or somewhere like that, And yeah, Ray's setting up to have a bit of a fish. He's already caught his bait, which is salted crabs.
Salted crabs.
Yeah.
We'll go and see if the bream are around when the tide comes in. It's a really nice looking little creek, absolutely full of yabbies and salted crabs. So I'm hoping a bit of local bait will bring me some luck.
Ray's out there having a fish. So as that sun sets over the west, we're going to finish up this video here. So if you've liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to it, and maybe share it around as well. We'd really appreciate that. So we'll see you in the next video as we head back over to the east side of the island.
Nanny Rose is going to go and drive through Nolan's. That's how you do Nolan's. Doing it for the nanas.